Hello, thank you for being here again. Thank you so much for being in the channel. I wish you had a wonderful day. First of all, thanks very much for my 40 subscribers. Thanks so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much, especially to Alex, Metodio, his wife and his children, Kate Thompson, Rada, Romina from the north of Spain. Thank you so much. And Vincent, my flatmate, thank you so much for the support, for your subscriptions. Thank you so much, and for sharing the video and helping other people to subscribe to the channel and get the information. Thank you so much. So in the video of today, I'm going to continue with the topic of how to build your future. So your present doesn't escape between your fingers, and when the year is finished, you can look back and don't think where my year is gone. You will think, okay, I did what I planned to. So in the last video in relation to this topic, I explained that there are 4 basic steps to create a future time perspective, no? The first step was defining the priority. The second step was establishing the objective in relation with that priority. The third step was getting to know the actions and elements required to attain the objective. And the fourth step is to write the plan and create the vision, no? Today I'm going to put in practice these steps, and I'm going to show you how to do it, how to create your vision so you don't get lost on the way, and you will start to walk towards it. Okay, so here we have the step 1, the phase 1 priority. So we are going to choose a priority. In the example 1, I put personal image, improve my personal image, and as objective I put lose 10 kilos. 10 kilos, okay? So now in the step 2, we are going to see which actions are required to get our objective, which actions we are going to need to get to lose 10 kilos, okay? So let's go to the next stage. So as we can see here in phase 2 about the actions, I put 6 basic actions because I'm not any dietary professional, or I'm not a personal coach or personal trainer. So I put as action 1, eat healthy. Action 2, do physical activity. Action 3, don't eat junk food. Action 4, don't drink alcohol. Action 5, sleep well. Action 6, meditate. Of course, these actions can be increased because I can put also action 7, get in touch with the right professionals. Action 8, buy books and read books or documents in relation with how to lose weight. Action 9, enroll the gym. However, this is just as an example, no? So now that we have the actions, we can start to write down the plan. So in the phase 3, we write up. So I put like me. You can put your name here. I'm going to improve my personal image. So I put this photo of this healthy lady because I'm a woman, no? So I put a photo of a healthy lady. So I promise myself to eat healthy daily, salads, and to do physical activities, cycling, running, weights. Then I am not going to eat junk food, so I put the junk food like this. Like prohibited, pizzas, cakes, fizzy drinks, hamburgers, prohibited. Neither drinking alcohol also prohibited. Additionally, I'm going to sleep well and meditate and go to bed on time. So now that we have the plan right written up so we can go to proceed to create the vision, no? Our future time perspective or future vision. So we are going to the next stage. Is phase 4, future time perspective, future vision. So I create it like this. I put the main goal on the center and bigger, and the activities required to attain it surrounded it. So you can make a screenshot and use this vision board for you, and you can put it everywhere, outside the fridge, outside the kitchen cabinets. You can put it in your shopping list. So whatever you are going to eat ice cream in the fridge, so you remember in the freezer, or if you are going to look for junk food in the kitchen cabinet, so you remember, or when you are going to do the shopping list, you remember that you don't have to buy these things. Also, it helps you to motivate yourself to keep exercising. Also, you can put it beside the TV, so you remember to don't watch TV until late and go to bed on time, okay, and sleep well. So now let's go with the second example to understand better and to get more practice about this. So the second example I used was to increase control of my life, and the objective, open my own business. So this is the stage 1. Now we are going to the stage 2, that we are going to see which activities are necessary to get the objective, open my own business. So let's go. So here I put these actions. Definitely the actions can be changed in relation with the business that is going to be open, because some business can be run from your home, or if you are going to do a business like McDonald's, or that you just copy the model of the business. Franchise is different, no? However, I put these actions as elementary actions to know how to do it for this example. Okay, so as an action 1, I put educate myself. That means getting information about the type of business we want to open, like if it's a fishery or a grocery shop or a bakery shop or a hairdresser. However, we need to know the legislation, know the health and safeties, the risks, the fire policies, the food security, all this information we need to know. Once we go this information, we can proceed to action 2, make a business plan. The business plan also implies a lot of things, but for such reasons, to make sure we are doing the things properly, the action 3 is going to the right institutions like the Chamber of Commerce, the business hubs, or the Institute of Business, or the Commerce Association, whatever is in your locality or in your area. Yes, you can go to the right institutions. Action 4, you can go also to the right professionals like financial advisors or people who already are running business like that, and they can arrange mentorships or tutorials for you to show you what to do. Action 5, you need to get the money, because without money you cannot open any business. If you don't have money, don't open the business. Just go to work, get a job, and do what you have to do, but you need the right money to open your business, the good amount of money to make sure everything goes fine and is done properly. Action 6, once we have the money, we have to determine the best area to locate our business. It can be in the center of the city, in the periphery, in the outskirts of the city, wherever we can afford, or wherever is needed. No? And the action 7, once we know the area, we can find the right commercial property to open the business. The money definitely can be also found at the beginning, or can be also done through at the same time the other actions are done. The same with all the actions actually can be done in a parallel way in the same moment, because I mean, first you need to know the type of business you want to do and the business plan to know exactly what you need. But once you know that, you can educate yourself and do the actions in the order that you think is better for you, I think. So it's not standard steps, but definitely these actions can be included. However, the right professionals and the right institutions can help you more about. So now we have the actions, we can proceed to write the plan. So let's go to the phase 3 or stage 3. So in the phase 3, we write up. So I put here me, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to educate myself on fishery, bakery, education, whatever. So I put here the photo of the lady standing to be able to make a business plan, to take it to the right institutions as the chambers of commerce and to the right professionals and financial advisors. Then I will know how much money I need. I will get it and determine the best area to locate my business. That is here. It cannot be seen because I'm here and I cannot move this. So I can find the right commercial property to open my business. That is also behind me there. So now we have this, the plan done, we can proceed to create the vision. The vision that will make us to walk towards that objective, that main goal, no? And we don't get lost on the way. So the fourth stage is the vision. So the vision will be like this. In the center and bigger, the main objective, the main goal, that is open the business, the commercial property. And surrounding this, we can put the steps we need to do, like getting educated, the money, go to the right institutions as the Chamber of Commerce, go to the financial advisor, do the business plan, get the right area, okay, define the right area to open the business, and after we can find the commercial property and open it. The business plan includes many things, not only the name of the business, its mission, strategy, vision. Also, it has to include accounting about what money we need, which money we need to do every day to support the business, to make a profit, everything. So, but for this, we need the help of others, no? So. Okay, and to finish, let's go to the example number 3. The example number 3, to practice this one more time. As I said before, you can do the screenshot and use this same time future vision, or you can use it as a model and put in top the photos you like, okay, for your goal, your main goal. So let's go to the third example. Here I put example 2, but this example 3, I put grow my existence, the priority, and the objective, marry and make a family. So to get this objective, the actions that I considered more important are these. I am not a marriage expert or advisor, but based on my experience and my knowledge and my professionality as an educator, as a project manager, so I put these actions. So I thought that the most important action at the beginning is define which kind of person we would like to share our life. I mean, if you feel that your existence is complete now, that you have been taking care of your health, you are healthy, you know what you want, your economic situation is fine, because you don't want to be a burden to anyone. Your career is clear, so you can, I think you are ready to know which kind of person you want to share your life with. For example, if the person is healthy, do sports, like activities in the outdoor, likes to eat healthy, vegetarian, or it is a likes music or painting or art, photography, or is a religious person, whatever, no? So you define which person you want with good manners, educated, respectful, hard worker, trustworthy. Okay. So we define the person. Of course, it has to be in accordance with our reality. Because if I am a person who never took care of myself, who I am overweight, ugly, because I never did exercise, I never took care of my skin, and I cannot pretend that a perfect aesthetic person is going to fall in love with me. Or if I am a person who never did the extra effort to be better, I cannot pretend that now a millionaire is going to fall in love with me. So we have to be realistic about the person we want to share with our life with. No? Once we have defined the ideal person we want to share the life with, we can go to proceed to the action 2. So I consider that we can identify and do the activities where I can meet my ideal person. For example, I don't know, if you like somebody who likes sports, so go to trekking activities or to sailing activities or to martial art activities or to salsa dancing classes or painting lessons. Okay, that's a way to socialize and start to surround yourself with the right groups where you can think you can get your objective. Me, it was a time of my life that I wanted to move to Japan, so I wanted to know as much as possible about the Japanese culture. So I was going to Japanese languages classes, I was going to the meetup of Japanese culture with people who used to live in Japan or Japanese people who were living here. I used to go to Kendo, the Japanese martial arts, and I was in the Japanese singing group. So at the end, I never moved to Japan. No, but I mean, we do the things in relation with what we want. If I am planning to have a paradise holidays in a tropical beach, I'm not going to buy my flight ticket to the Alaska, no? So if we want something, we have to put things into practice to get it. Also, it can happen that the loves emerge with somebody, but if it doesn't happen, we cannot just wait. We can start to get action. So once we meet the ideal person, everything goes right. I can trust the person is nice, good, well educated, good manners, everything. We can ask the proposal, no? Sorry. Propose that person if they want to marry with us. If the person says yes, we can proceed to action 3, get the engagement rings. But if the person say no, maybe we have to evaluate ourselves. Maybe we need to work more on ourselves before to get to know somebody else. Or maybe the person can tell us why they don't want to marry with us. Or maybe we have put the standards too high for us. So we need to consider the situation. But of course, move on and try again. Exactly. Yeah. If everything is fine, the engagement is done, the engagement rings, so everything keeps going well, we have to go to action 4. Sorry, here I put action 3 again. Action 4, which is find the chair or temple where we are going to get married. So once we find the chairs, we put the day of the wedding, and after we can go to action 4. That will be action 5, but anyway. Prepare the wedding and get married. With the invitations, where we are going to celebrate it, who is coming, where we are going for the honeymoon, if we are going to buy some the clothes to use it in that occasion. No? We prepare everything, and action 6, that I here put action 5, but it's action 6, start the marriage life and build a family and make a family. So now we have the actions. We are going to write it up in stage 3. So it will be like this. Me, blah, blah, blah. I will define my ideal person as this, and that. Somebody that I get well with. Next, I can identify and do the activities where I can meet my ideal person, like dance lessons, horse riding, or hiking. So after I can get the engagement rings, once I meet the person, everything goes fine, I can get the engagement rings. Then if everything is still fine, I can find the church, temple where to get married. Furthermore, I can get the wedding ready and get married. Here we can see. So I can start my marriage life, so the family. Okay. So that's it. So now we can see how is the vision board for this. The future we would like to. So let's go to the stage 4, and here we have the future. With this in the middle, the main goal. First we define the ideal person that we think we can share the life with. We define the activities where we can meet that person. We go to the activities, we meet the person, everything goes fine, we proposal. So we find, once the proposal is okay, the person agree, we buy the engagement rings. After we can find the temple or church where to marry, get the wedding ready and get married, and after start the marriage life and start a family. Okay. So thanks very much again to my 40 subscribers. Thank you so much for the support. You motivate me a lot to keep doing the videos for free, just to help people, just to share information, just to improve our society and the world. So thanks so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is my book, my educational guide for the neo-industrialization. In this educational guide, I have included all the elements that I considered more important to grow our life, to start to change ourselves for a better version of us, and to improve our societies and the world. I'm going to leave the link in the comments. Its name is Personal, Economic and Social Growth in the Neo-Industrialization. Also, I'm going to leave in the links in the comments the links to my other book, The General History of the University Cooperation with Africa and in Africa and with Africa. It's because it's 6 months since its publication, so now it's half price. So I'm going to also leave the links in the comments in case somebody's interested or is working in the industry of cooperation, in the cooperation sector, or in the university partnerships, and yeah. So thanks very much again, because I think education can almost change anything. So if you want change, you don't need anything, just information, education, educate yourself to change. Another thing is that you want to reach specific goals. That's different. For specific goals, you need more specialists, more expertise, but to start to change, you just need information, and the information that is in this book will help you. Okay, so thanks very much again. I wish you the best. Don't stop dreaming. Keep fighting for your dreams. Keep going, keep going, keep going, because you're going to get it. Even if it's so dark, if it's so confused, if you think that you are in the deepest hole, that no chance, don't give up. You will get it. Keep going, keep going, keep going, please. Because always the night is darker before the sun rises. So remember that. Always the night gets darker before the sun goes out. So keep going, because you are going to get it. You are going to get it. So thanks again. My best wishes. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.